Hey vocalists, this is what you're going to be doing for harmonies on More Than Able by Elevation Worship, featuring my animals. I'm sorry if they're going to be distracting at some points. All right, so this song is in the recording in the key of E flat. And it's gonna be tricky to explain because it's a true duet. It's like it really goes back and forth as to who's considered the melody between a guy lead and a girl lead. So your church might be doing it as a duet like that, and then you're just gonna represent those parts exactly as they are in the recording. Guys who are on are gonna do the guy part. Girls are gonna do the girl parts that I'm gonna show you. However, if you have to have just one person lead this song, I'm just warning you, it's going to be very tricky because you might need to mess around with the key a little bit because, you know, for a guy, some of the girl parts are going to be really high unless you do it the octave down, which might make it a little less impactful in the bridges or whatever. And then for a girl leading the song, the verses or the first verse might be too low unless you do it an octave up, but then the choruses might be low and things like that. So you might need to mess around with the key a little bit if you're going to have one person leading the song and making sure that the melody is still represented well and it's still impactful in a vocal range. All right, so let me start with the guys. So I'm going to go through most of the song to show you what the guy vocal part is going to be doing. You can call it tenor part or whatever. Because again, it's just like there are parts where he's the melody and parts where you're doing a harmony. So I'm going to actually skip to verse 2 because the first verse and the first chorus are the melody, and I would let it just be the lead by themselves. And then you can do a tenor harmony in verse 2. In the recording, it doesn't come in until the last couple of lines, but I will show you something that you can do the whole time if you would like to add it, okay? We're going to go from verse 2. Now I see all that I have. I've got my confidence back. I put my trust in the one who still does miracles. You do miracles. Melody. You are more than able. You are more than able. It's kind of high. You are more than able. You are more than able. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? All right, so you're gonna come in with a harmony on the second and third bridges, okay? So this first one, just let it be the lead. With the way maker through, he's gonna move. Okay, come in with the harmony. Can you imagine, with all of the faith in the room, what the Lord can do? What the Lord can do. It's gonna happen. Just let the way make it through. He's gonna move. He's gonna move. Can you imagine, with all of the faith in the room, what the Lord can do? What the Lord can do. It's gonna happen. Just let the way make it through. He's gonna move. You're switching to the melody here. He's gonna move. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? One more time, that same thing. Anything is possible. Anything possible. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? All right, so that's about 5 minutes into the song. They go into this whole other thing into that, but that is like actually the meat of the primary part of the song. And then you can apply some of those parts later to it. So again, tenors, this is a little bit high for you, but you can actually hear a lot of the other guy vocalists are up there with him, making that melody really strong. So now, girls, coming back to you, I'm similarly going to go from the second verse. It's about 1 minute and 45-ish seconds into the song. So girls, if you're the girl lead, you're taking over verse 2. And if you're a girl backup vocalist, I would just do this part lightly because it is kind of high and you don't want to overpower the lead here. But then going into the chorus, you're going to be half melody, half harmony. So I'll show you what I mean. But I'm going to go right from there. Okay, this is verse 2. Now I see all that I have. I've got my confidence back. I put my trust in the one who still does miracles. You do miracles. Ready? You are more than able. So that's the melody, but then it's breaking off into a harmony here. You are more than able. Back to melody again. You are more than able. Same thing as before. You are more than able. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Imagine. Okay, so lead. If you're a girl lead, you're doing this first bridge. If you're a backup vocalist, I would just sing off mic here. And then you're just coming in with the melody on the second and third one. So you're doing what the girl's doing in the recording. Can you imagine, with all of the faith in the room, what the Lord can do? What the Lord can do. It's gonna happen. Just let the way make it through. He's gonna move. He's gonna move. Can you imagine, with all of the faith in the room, what the Lord can do? What the Lord can do. It's gonna happen. Just let the way make it through. All right, so now you're going to jump into the harmony here. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? So also kind of up there, man. So this song is kind of high, both for female vocals and male vocals. So just get up there. And then, so for girls and backup vocals, If for some reason you don't have enough guys that day, like the tenor harmony that I showed them is also really high in their range, so it's very easy and doable for girls. So you don't want to have too many girls just doubling the melody with the female lead on that if you have it as a duet. Um, because it is really high. So you probably want more people on the harmonies on those parts, but that's just how it's split up. So I showed like the guys what they're doing, girls what they're doing. Since this is a true duet, there's not really a third harmony in there. I'm sure there is if like they have a choir, but the main two parts are those two parts there. So hopefully that was helpful. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will see you next time.